Hello Camp Ideas and welcome back to Story and Craft Time. My name is Miss Haley and today we'll be reading Funny Town and afterwards we will be doing a Christmas in July craft. Funny Town by Eve Merriam, illustrated by Evelyn Ness. There is a funny town that is upside down, not right side up, but upside down. And everything they do there, they do upside down. In that funny town that is upside down, the children sleep all day and they play all night. What? They sleep all day and they play all night? Yes, that's right. When the sun is shining overhead, every child is asleep in bed. Then at night, when the stars come out, the children get up and jump about. They jump all night and sleep all day. Don't you think that's a funny way? Now in that funny town that is upside down, here is something else that they do. They laugh when they are sad. What? They laugh when they are sad? Yes, they laugh when they are sad. And do you know what else they do? They cry when they are glad. Boo-hoo-hoo. What? They cry when they are glad? Yes, that is what they do. Do you hear them laugh? Boo-hoo-hoo. Do you hear them cry? Ha-ha-ha. What else do they do in that funny town that is upside down? Well, the Easter Bunny comes at Halloween. Yes, at Halloween. Don't you think it's funny for the Easter Bunny to come at Halloween? Another funny thing that goes on in that town that is upside down is that when it snows green. The snow isn't white, no, it's green. Oh no, not green snow. Oh yes, green snow. Green snow on the mountain, green snow on the ground. Yes, the snow is green there when it falls, and all the children throw green snowballs. Funny, funny town, where everything we know is upside down. Do you think someday you may like to go to visit for a while in that funny town where everything we know is upside down? Well, if it's winter when you go, do not take your winter clothes. No, 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 no. If it's winter when you go, take along your swimming clothes. Yes, you better take along your swimming clothes. For in that funny town that is upside down, it's hot in January. That's the time they swim. What? Hot in January? Hot enough to swim? Yes, hot in January. Very hot, very. Then in spring, the leaves begin to fall in that funny town that is upside down. Yes, spring is the time when the leaves begin to fall. In spring, the leaves turn yellow and red and brown in that funny town that is upside down. What about October? Oh, then the flowers start to grow. October is a funny time for flowers to grow. And yet in October the flowers grow in that funny, funny town where everything we find is a different kind. Now in that funny town that is upside down, the ground is blue, the sky is brown. Blue, blue ground, high brown sky. My, oh my. And here is another big surprise. Christmas comes there in the summertime. Yes, Christmas comes there in the summertime. In that funny town that is upside down, where everything we find is such a different kind, the airplanes fly along the ground. Up in the clouds, the trains roll around. High, high trains in the clouds roll around. Airplanes fly low along the ground. Low airplanes and high, high trains in that funny, funny town that is upside down. Oh, everything we know is upside down in that funny, 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 funny town. People eat their breakfast late at night. They eat their dinner by the early morning light. Mothers put ice cream on the stove to keep the ice cream nice and cold. Their newspapers have only news that is old. Fathers are little, children are tall, a baby is the very biggest of all. And in that funny town that is upside down, what color do you think the grass is? Pink! Think of grass that comes up pink. What a funny thing to think. Funny, funny town that is upside down, where water is dry and bread is wet. They think that yesterday hasn't come yet, and they call tomorrow the day before today. Don't you think that's a very funny way? Oh, just about everything as funny as can be in that funny, funny town that is upside down. Their chickens bark and their pigs give milk. All their rocks are soft as silk. Their cats and dogs all lay eggs. Their horses walk on two legs. They put on rubbers when it's sunny. A penny is their biggest kind of money. That is so very upside down in that very, very, very funny town. And do you know what? They think that we're the ones that are funny. The end. For our craft today, you will need scissors, glue, and crayons, colored pencils, or markers. You will also need brown, pink, and green construction paper. If you don't have all of those colors, you can always substitute one or two of them for crayons, colored markers, or pencils. Finally, we will also be needing some cotton balls for today's craft. Now, the sky in Funny Town is brown, so this is going to be our background color. So we are just going to set the brown aside for now. Now, with our pink paper, it's going to be our grass, so we are going to cut out a strip. Should be about 2 inches thick. So that'll be about this size. And once you have that cut out, we are just going to cut into the top of it, and we're just going to make a whole bunch of little cuts. So it looks like grass when we're all done with it. Make sure to do this either over a trash can or over a plastic bag that you could just throw away because it will be messy. So this is what mine looks like so far, and I'm just going to keep going just like that. This shouldn't take too long, so just go nice and fast. We're going to be covering up some of it with snow anyway. Once you have your grass cut out, we're going to apply glue to one side, and then we'll be sticking it along the bottom of our paper. Now, when it's stuck on, you're going to take your crayons, colored pencils, or markers, and you're going to draw a house in the background. It could be your house, it could be a house that you think would just be really cool. It could be whatever color you'd like because it is Funny Town. Here is how my house turned out. I gave myself a big red roof and a star window up there. I can't wait to see what you guys came up with. Now, the next part, I'm going to take my green paper and I'm going to start cutting out some snow. Now we want to fit some down here on our grass, as well as on our roof, and maybe a couple of snowflakes falling down along the side. Now, just like with the grass, you are going to cut out a long strip, a little bit thinner than your grass though. And then with this, you are going to cut it round. So, just kind of wavy. Doesn't matter how tall or how short you get it. And then once you have it cut out, you're going to take your glue and we're going to stick it to our grass. Now you can leave it like this. I'm actually going to cut out another strip and add a little bit more snow to the bottom. So this is how my ground turned out, and now I'm going to take more green and I'm going to add some snow to my roof. For this part, any scraps you have left over from the ground work really well. Just trim them so that they fit on the roof of your house, and then just stick them on. I also added a little bit to my windows and my door. Any other fun shapes that you have on your house, feel free to add snow to them as well. Now for the snowflakes, I am just going to cut out some scrap pieces. They don't need to be any real regular shape, just squares, triangles, circles, whatever shapes you have. Now for the next part of our Christmas in July project, we'll be adding a little Santa Claus on there too. Now we are just going to be drawing him on. So find a good spot, maybe on top of your house, maybe in the yard, maybe inside your house, and go ahead and draw a little Santa Claus. I'm just going to do a circle for his head, and then going to be covering some of it up with the cotton ball, so don't put too much on him yet. And once you have the shape drawn, take your cotton ball and pull it apart a little bit. Grab your glue, add a little bit of glue around his head, enough for his beard and maybe a hat as well. And then start sticking it on. Now, once you have your cotton stuck on there, take your crayons, colored pencils, or markers and draw in his little outfit. Remember, this is Funny Town, so your Santa Claus can be whatever color you want him to be. There is my Santa. He's got his bag of goodies ready. Now, if you want to draw anything else in the background, maybe some trees, maybe the sun, go ahead. Otherwise, we are all done, and I will see you next week.